Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It is Karista here for the weekly reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Pisces, if you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, there's a link in the description box to alwaysastrology.com. There you can find out your entire birth chart. So if you prefer additional information for the week, you can always look at your Moon and Rising signs for the week. This is for June 13th to the 20th. I'll be using the Healing with the Angels Tarot here for the central spread like I did last week, but I am going to pull the bottom of the deck card for general energy. I really missed it last week, so I am going to do that. And then, as always, we'll pull additional cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot and the Medicine card deck at the end of this spread here. So Pisces, this is a general reading. I encourage you to apply any messages here to what is most prominent in your life. That could be travel, romance, business, health, etc. So whatever's most prominent in your life this week, Pisces, I will get you to apply these messages. And I do hope that you find them helpful and healing on some level. So Pisces, I will begin with a prayer as always. I wish for you all success, joy, and wellness. I call upon Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Metatron, and Uriel to guide this reading in peace, clarity, protection, and wisdom. And I ask that Gaia please bless this reading for Pisces. So Pisces, just as a heads up, the cards that I'm using are linked in the description box below as well if you really like them or want to get a hold of these for yourself. And a link to my ebook is there, in addition to a little description about why I do what I do. And I just want to give you a little heads up. I'm excited to announce that in the next, I would say by the next 4 weeks, I will be uploading some a little more personal and intimate videos where I'll be talking face-to-face with you about other concerns and issues and topics in life. So not only having to do with the book, but about general events in the world, general issues, and the whole purpose is to create healing and understanding the world. So I do look forward to connecting with you that way as well. So far in your central position, you have the card Focus. Now, certainly if you're already in the center of something in your life, if you're already in the middle of, fill in the blank, whatever is going on, you will probably already know that there is a deep requirement for even greater focus at this time. However, if you were unaware of that and you're feeling scattered, if that's what's going on this week, Pisces, I think what Spirit is suggesting this week is that the focus is that, okay, we had a couple of jumpers there. I'm going to keep shuffling. The issue here is that particularly if you do feel scattered, as I was saying, that the band-aid for that or the cure for that this week could simply be a focus on one thing in particular, okay? Particularly if you're feeling sort of drawn and quartered, so to speak, like if you're being pulled in so many different directions or there's so much on the mind or there is a lot that needs to be done in order to get to or to achieve or, what have you. I think that the cure-all this week could be an element of focus. So again, as I laid the card, it's something that you might already be, intimately aware of already. Perhaps you already knew this and it was just you needed to be reassured of this, that this was the only thing that was outstanding. But I do recommend that it be around one central issue, okay? That particularly if you're journaling or keeping lists or notes or sort of ticking off boxes type thing in order to achieve something or to get to the end or the bottom of something. I think that the most prosperous way to do that this week, while allowing yourself some relief from stress or any additional concern, is to simply focus. So let's say there are 5 troubles, issues, problems, concerns, topics, whatever that fill in the blank is for you. I'm going to get you to address those, write them out for yourself so you can see them, and then pick one that is most, that deserves the most immediate attention, okay? The word urgent keeps coming to me, and I'm just going to say it. Whatever seems most urgent is what you are encouraged to focus on this week. Do you need to do all 5 things at once or all this week? I mean, as a general issue, only you know that. Certainly if something is life or death, or that is the urgent issue, so that's where your focus ought to go. So you don't want to, neglect anything either. If there's something you've been putting off or have been neglecting or didn't want to look at for whatever reason, heaven knows I've been there too. I think that is vying for your attention this week too, particularly if it's about reaching another level or getting a peace of mind or getting relief from something. If that's what's going on and you're sort of drawing something out for whatever reason, I'm not judging. I really feel like that circumstance or that behavior is only, dredging up problems, right? It's only going to prolong something, or it's going to create larger issues either currently or in the long term. So focus on what you can this week, which is most prominent. I'll put it that way. All right, so next to that is the card Trust. Its sister card in the traditional tarot is the card Judgment. Trust is, I'm going to affiliate that strictly with the word faith. And really let that ride in your world and in your consciousness as it will this week. However, I do feel that if you trust that you are okay, trust that you're taken care of, trust that the best is around the corner, trust that you know what to do next, etc., that is the same as faith, okay? If you're not a spiritually minded person, trust is going to appeal to you as a term more than faith will. And I understand that. That's totally okay. But treat them as interchangeable. In order to have trust in something and something better, it's the same thing as faith. So trust that you deserve health, wellness, prosperity, well-being, the best outcomes. Focus on what you want that to be. And then the other card to the side that I'll be holding up in just a moment for you is the card Body Care. Anytime I see the card Body Care, I'm always looking at all issues concerning the entire body, the biological being that you are, okay? And this includes dental, extremity, mental health, all of it. So if there is something that's outstanding here this week and you've been looking past, not wanting to pay attention to for whatever reason, this could be the immediate focus this week, okay? And perhaps it's your body or a part of it that is forcing you to focus. If that's the case, then don't put it off, okay? Be kind to yourself and trust that this is the right time to take care of these things. Your overall energy card for the week is healing. This is remarkable, particularly because one of the one issue to be addressed here is body care. And like I said, this is all avenues of the organic being and the spirit world. When I see the body care, I consider it all one thing, okay? We are body, mind, and spirit. We are the trifecta, right? So any issues around healing this week, maybe even the issue is on healing, the focus is on healing this week, the trust and faith that healing will occur if you keep the focus, if you keep the faith. All right, so let's look at these one by one briefly before drawing additional cards. We have the focus here. Her hands are on something, but her gaze is somewhere else. So like I said, if you're already involved in the focusing and you've gotten yourself to this place already, this could just be reassurance that this is what you ought to be doing this week to create higher vibration healing for yourself. On the contrary, if this is something you've been putting off and maybe needed to hear because it's not something you've been looking at, Spirit is really asking that this be a enormous amount of effort be placed into focus in one particular area of your life this week, okay, Pisces? In order, really, it's just about sort of getting over this, because this could be, right, if there are issues around healing and body care, this could be about surpassing or overcoming hurdles and boundaries and even self-made, right? Self-made problems or pitfalls, etc. So if you can focus on getting yourself out of it, particularly for the week, it might not be something you have to drag into, you know, all of summer. It could be something you create a focus now, you create a new attitude or well-being or strength or way of dealing with something. And this is going to just become a habit, and you won't even have to focus or think about this in the future. So that's another way of looking at it too. It could be, sure, there's a little bit of effort around focus this week or maybe over the next 14 days. But if this becomes habitual, and this is a habitual healing mechanism or a habitual way of addressing body care issues or even taking care of yourself on all levels, it will become a habit, okay? And it won't feel like work or effort, and you'll be able to focus on something else. So with the trust card, like I said, I'm interchanging trust with the word faith. Please have faith that things will work out, that you do deserve the best, you do deserve healing. Another avenue to look at this is trust that healing is the answer, okay? Is it drugs? Is it people? Is it any type of escapism? Probably not. Healing occurs within, and we all have to do this to get to the next level of our own personal healing. There's only so much you can ask for outside, okay? There's only so many pills, drugs, whatever we find escapism, okay? Whatever that is. And we're all guilty of it on some level. But if this isn't interrupting your healing process or avenues of healing, I think it will be worth focusing this week on getting to the root of what is opposing this level of healing for you. Trust that this belongs to you as well, Pisces. Trust that you have it within yourself to do this. Have faith that you already have this within yourself, because I can see it here that you do. And if on any level you're withholding this from yourself, please don't. Please don't withhold healing and prosperity and joy and wellness from yourself. There's no need for that, because there's no need for punishment. Punishment is not kind. It's not going to create wellness, okay? So please avoid that if possible. With your chopped wood, this is all about feet on the ground. This is about being present in the ground, being sturdy, steady, available in the moment. This is not only about getting rid of what isn't working for you. This is about assessing what does work for you and planting it firmly in the ground for yourself, okay? Being present. This is about being very earthy, being in the moment. It could be part of the healing, believe it or not, learning to be in the moment. You know how we just talked about escapism, and the best of us do. Listen, I'm not picking. The best of us do. I'm right up there. There's a lot we want to escape from, all right? Generally speaking, sensitive people in the material world. But please remember, you are an organic being. You belong here. You're here for a reason. You have an enormous amount to give. And I really feel that you're going through such an enormous healing period right now. So please don't give up. Don't give up. It'll be so worth it at the end of this. And just trust. Have faith that this is really positive for you, and that your healing, Pisces, is a ripple of healing for the world. Your bounty is bounty for the world, okay? Your prosperity, all the rest of it, your beauty, your faith, your trust, your hope, your healing, your focus, your ability to be here and now while having a foot in another world, or while appreciating or understanding another world that many people can't even right? So you do have an incredible gift. So remember that as well. You have a lot to give to the world. So please be easy on yourself. I'm just so delighted to see this as your final card. This is making my heart swoon. You have the Swan. I have not seen this card in months, so I'm just delighted to see it. To close out your reading, Swan's keyword is grace. Now, please forgive me here, but I am going to throw a little bit of spirituality, extra spirituality into the reading, and I'm going to say by the grace of God. This could very well be a grace of God moment for you this week, Pisces. If that's the case and you are a secular-minded person, you can even say by the grace of the universe, by the grace of all-knowing, by the grace of higher power, higher consciousness, whatever you want to call it. If God is too much for you, I get it, okay? But if not, if you can say God and feel good about it, by the grace of God, something is going to help you this week. Please trust that this is available to you, that it belongs to you, and that it's time, okay? Pisces, look, as always, if you have a moment, sound off below. Let me know if this was meaningful to you, if it helped in any way. But ultimately, that's the whole point. This is all I need you to walk away from, is that you are a beautiful being. You deserve beautiful things, and you have grace. This is your moment of grace this week. So I hope this helped and was healing for you. Make sure you subscribe. I upload videos for your sign every week. And please take good care of yourself. As always, Pisces, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.